Blessings and greetings, my angels. Thank you for joining me. We're going to get right to it. This is the channel of Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all. Your home here for you who are Sagittarius, those who are cross watchers, who might be interacting with the Sagittarius, romantically involved with the Sagittarius, or you just love Sagittarius energy. Whatever the reason is that drove you to this channel, please subscribe, share, like, and comment so we can help the community to grow and to safeguard the enlightenment and empowerment of Sagittarius. Cards are blessed and prayed for. A little late, but I did want to make sure that I didn't shortchange you and I provided you with your general overall energies as it pertained to love. I've already posted your general overall energies in regards to life itself for this month of February, but this is going to pertain to your general love energies. And then join me, of course, during the rest of the week when I update you with new energy messages based on February regarding the X factor, those of you in separation, who's coming into your life, who may be leaving, and the other important messages that we might not even be thinking about that the universe wants us to heed and to be aware of and to be excited for as it pertains to our love life in this month of February. So remember, it is a general love reading, and it means it may or may not apply to you. The time is fluid. I could be saying she and it's he. Have an open mind and ultimately know that this is for entertainment purposes. What you decide to do intuitively for your love life and how you feel truly matters in the end. Okay, we thank you, universe. We thank you, angels, saints, and ancestors. What are the messages overall for this month of February and this calendar year for the sign of Sagittarius? What are the love messages that you wish to bring forth? Okay, we're going to go first into the tarot, starting out with the Three of Swords. Okay, so there could be some deception, some broken hearts beginning out in the beginning of the month. Some of you might have been betrayed by a past or present beau. Even if the betrayal is old, the wound is still fresh in many of your hearts. So it could be because this could be a time, maybe Valentine's or the month of February was the month where you broke up, or it was your favorite holiday together, and every time Valentine's comes about, it kind of, brings back that memory. For others of you, the breakup, the hurt is real and it's recent. So my heart goes out to you, as I'm sure the rest of the collectives here, to wish you a recovery through the healing, and that this time next year you'll be in a better place romantically. And it's hard when your heart is broken, especially when it's coming from more than one person, and especially when it's involving that of someone who you might have known, or you might have suspected wanted your partner or was interfering with your partner, or if it's an ex of your partner's that came back and foul play was, at hand, or their baby mama. No matter what it was more than one person that contributed to the breakup. It could have been a collective of people that was putting negative energy towards your relationship, or more than one person that had an eye on your partner or just didn't want you and your partner together. So it's not necessarily always one person. It could be a multiple of energies and people as to why you are breaking up. The relationship, for some of you, it wasn't that hard for them to separate you or to break you apart because the relationship needed a lot of work. You probably started off on a very poor, delicate foundation to begin with. You probably took a risk or chance on someone that normally you would not be attracted to. Maybe they sold you a bill of goods, right? You went for the okie dokie, so to speak. Whatever the case may be, they caught you during a time in your life where your self-esteem was low. There could be many reasons why you got caught out there, but caught out there you did. And you really didn't do your homework on the relationship, nor did you really look into your partner. You might have heard rumors, you might have heard things in the background, or even sensed things. The red flags could have been there, all the signs and signals that the universe and your ancestors were trying to show you, but you wanted what you wanted who you wanted, and you ended up in that situation regardless. Now, when you think in hindsight, in the future, when you do start to love again, or when you look into new relationships, putting in the work is something that you're definitely going to do. So you're definitely crossing your broken heart. Many of you are moved moving away from that relationship. So not only have you cut yourself off from that person, you are not talking to them. You might be physically moving yourself out of a home, out of an apartment you share, breaking financial ties if you had business or any financial dealings together, moving away if you lived in the same city or state, or if you worked at the same job. Any close connection between the two of you that was too close for comfort for you, where you feel it's just not going to be positive for your energy, you are going to move further away from that person. So I see some of you looking for new apartments, looking maybe to move to a new state. And not to say you're letting this person drive you out, but for many of you, you might have been looking for a change anyway. And as you know how the universe goes, sometimes we need to do things and we don't. And then situations happen, these tower moments, right? These critical things that happen in our life, they're bad, but maybe there is that silver lining that this separation, this breakup, right, as much as it hurts, is driving you to finally make that move to go to a location or to start a new business or to start a life in a new town or city or country that you wanted to, but you never really put the energy there. Now more than ever, you're ready now to make that a reality. So moving away from this relationship is not only healthy as far as you putting distance between you and this person, it's moving you closer to a life dream or your purpose. As you can see, with the Moon card crossing the Page of Pentacles, like I said, you really didn't do too much work as far as your homework before you got with this person. You probably let a lot of things slide and you really didn't take the time to heal. This could have been a boomerang relationship and you just didn't have that time to grow and heal in between your last relationship. And this person could have also come with some baby mama drama or other past love history that they didn't heal from. So it really, like I said, it was a rocky start to begin with. And with the moon energy, on top of all of that, there was really a lot about each other and your circumstances individually that you really didn't know about. And that kind of contributed to where you are today. So now that you're willing to work in the future on how you meet people, how you take your time pursuing them, the things that you need to know before you commit to them, the red flags that you really need to pay attention to, you are now more mentally in tune that you know love is a feeling thing, right? You deal with your emotions, but you also have to think. You have to have that mental game intact with your love life. It's not just all about feeling love and wanting, the emotional attachment. With the mental connection, are you on the same mental space? Are you on that same altitude of life goals and dreams and honesty and integrity? Are they dealing in the same love language as you, right? They could be a little bit mentally challenged and not able to adapt, or what you see as normal behavior and normal criteria to relationships, they might feel like it's far-fetched. So this is why you really need to sit down and have those deep conversations and really find out what your person is about. What are they about as an individual, and what are they and who are they when it comes to love and romance? In the middle of the deck, well, you've had a rough one, some of you. A lot of things happened within this relationship, like I said, which I don't think you were surprised because, again, you didn't do your homework. But with the Ten of Swords, the great thing with that, as bad as it is or was in the past tense, you are now at the end of it. The hurt, the pain is finishing up. It's at the end. You're moving away. You're lifting yourself up, and you're going to get yourself together. And this too shall pass like everything else. Let's see what other information or card they want to give us to close out the tarot portion. So we got the Lovers in reverse. So even though February is a month of love, for some of you, the partnerships might not be there. They might not be there because you've just had a recent breakup, or you are going through a breakup, or you're already single and you're just not looking to get your feet wet. You're enjoying being single, you're enjoying having companionship and friendships, and you're good. Right? Love of self is so important, and there's other forms of love that we get from family, friends, the universe that can fill that void of a romantic partner. So the love is in the reverse, yes. Some of you will not be necessarily dealing with someone, but that doesn't mean you won't have a great Valentine's. It doesn't mean you don't have a suitor or someone of interest, or even a friend who will take you out to dinner or do something in a romantic way, but platonically when it comes to Valentine's. So don't write off the month of February for love just because you are single and you're not booed up. There's still many avenues of love from different people within your life, your grandchildren, your family, your children, all the love that can be poured upon you that is probably more genuine than any fake love that a fake partner will bring to you. So I love that. Let's see. Who is gravitated to Sagittarius possibly this month? Or what it is you might be feeling energetically as to the type of person you would like to see come to you romantically in the future. Let's go to 3 cards. So you're looking for someone who their aesthetic is that they're disciplined. They have self-restraint, right? They know right from wrong. They have principle. They practice abstinence. Okay, that's one character. You're trying to stay away from the one who has short-term memory, who is very evil or plots or avenges. You don't want to get with the person who is being spiteful because their past lover hurt them. That's why you don't get romantically involved right away with people who just recently had breakups. They might take out all their anger and frustration on what was done to them by their last partner on you. Even though they might not try to and they won't own up to it, a lot of them do. We also get the energy of the drunkard. Be careful of those who you might have known or still know to have some type of addiction. They drink a lot. They become a very nasty person. They're very unrespondent. They lack logical thinking or any emotional connections. When they're in that state, they might have a severe connection to alcohol. And it could be because their parents might have been alcoholics or siblings, or they hang out with friends who tend to drink a lot. And when I say a lot in a very dangerous way, not just that they drink just for social occasions, but they drink 24/7, right? How many of you can put in the comments that you know at least one person in your lifetime where you knew like they woke up with a drink in their hand and they went to bed with a drink in their hand? So this is the type of character you definitely want to stay away from. Let's just see what is the bottom of the deck. Civil servant. Some of you might be having someone come towards you, or you might run into a new person who works in the public service. They could work in administration. They could be some type of public official. They do some type of administrative duty. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, again, they work with the public and they can have a lot of anger issues because they're not the friendliest people when they're dealing with the public. And they might bring all that negativity and all the bad connections and conversations and transactions, you know, that they have with people throughout the work of their civil service day out on you at home. So dating someone who's a civil servant, if they're able to keep their work at work and their emotions intact and separate the life that they have with you and their emotions to you different from how they carry themselves at work, then that's fine. One more pick in the middle of the deck, we get the athlete. Some of you might be connected to or have an athletic type in your life. This could be someone that loves going to the gym, not just to work out, but because they're really into health. They could have been on their soccer team, the basketball team. They could have played pro football, right? A baseball player. This is someone that probably studied karate or played sports all the way in their youth through college. So this person is going to be very fit. They believe in exercise. They want you to be fit as well. They're going to encourage you. This person has great strength, and they're very fast in their speed and in their intellect. Most athletes that take care of themselves in a natural way and don't abuse anything that's not organic, they're going to be very intelligent and, like I said, very much on their feet. And they're going to give you a run for your money. So if you've never dated an athlete before, this might be something new for many of you. So let's see what happens. What else is going on this month? Well, tying the knot. It is the month of love, right? And I think it was our weekly reading or general, one of the readings for this month that I've done so far. A lot of proposal energy is in the air. For some of you, like I said earlier in one of the readings during the week, there's either a proposal, an engagement, or there might be some actual weddings on Valentine's Day or the month of February. So marriage-minded, thinking about marriage, finally making that commitment. Some of you just going to Vegas and, going to a chapel and we're going to get married, right? That type of thing going on. So there might be some unexpected, just don't get married to that drunkard, right? Be careful, if you're in Vegas or somewhere where there is a marriage chapel, don't go and get married while you're drunk or if they're drunk. You don't want to wake up in the morning and be like, Urkel, did I do that type of energy? So just be careful with that. We also get twin flames. Meeting your karmic connection this month. What a beautiful energy when you can be gravitated to someone karmically and you marry each other. It's like you have a soul contract and a soul tie to one another. Triggered. Be careful of those who trigger you because there's good triggers and there's bad triggers. Don't let people provoke you this month. Like I said, February is the month of love, but it's also the month where a lot of people have sad memories or long-lasting bad feelings about Valentine's Day due to past failed relationships or situations that happened to them on Valentine's Day or being let down on Valentine's Day, right? Have you ever got stood up on Valentine's Day? You know what I mean? Like a blind date and they never showed up, or you got all dressed thinking your boo was going to take you out and he didn't take you out. He took the side chick out. Like these type of things happen. And these are the type of things that trigger people that they don't believe in Valentine's or necessarily the month of love for February, and it just sits in a bad place. So they're not going to be talking about Valentine's. Their energy might be off this month. It also could be you, right? So not everyone is a fan of the month of February as it pertains to love. In the middle of the deck, we get heart and knots, unsure about your partner. Some of you might be unsure about your partner. They could be changing up on you. They're doing things that don't necessarily sit well with you. They could be acting out of character. Maybe the communication is dying down. You're having doubts like, are they the one? Are they seeing someone? So any type of change in behavior, especially during like this month in particular in February, or they're canceling plans with you last minute. They've made no plans for you for Valentine's. Definitely a red flag. So beware of that. Let's see what else we get. We also get the card of dating. Some of you, like I said, going on a blind date with the energy of 8, a very strong chance that some of you might get hooked up with someone or someone might fix you in a blind date. You might meet someone haphazardly in the park while you're walking your dog. So those of you who are single, don't give up the faith that you might not have a date for Valentine's. We also get the card of balance, dealing with Sagittarius and Scorpion energy. So another fellow Sag or Scorpio might be of interest to you. I'm bringing you that autumn energy, wanting to warm you up in these cold nights. We also get the energy of someone who is a male that is a consultant. So you have that professional, right? That white collar worker, the banker, the lawyer that might also be on the scene. And then with the final card of passion and amour, there's that kinky type of love, the fun love, the magical love that some of you like. You don't like necessarily the plain Jane or the plain John. You want somebody that is spicy and is just as magical and whimsical as you. Someone in your relationship is saying they can't do this. They have a lot of fear and anxiety. So they could be drawing the flag saying, you know, I like you, I'm into you, but I don't want to take it to the next level. I don't want to be in a committed relationship. I just want to keep it open and friendly. You are grateful wherever you are in your love life and where you are romantically right now. Even if your relationship and love life isn't what it should be, you're still grateful for what you've been and have had experience. Some of you, this is a month where it's just too much drama going on. And it could be an extension not only of your love life, but of other people's love life. Where you just feel like it's just too much this month, right? And you just want to get away from it all. It's just too chaotic and you just want to be by yourself. We end with, yeah, wow, what did I say? I need space. Thank you, universe. Time to think and to gain clarity. So a lot of you might feel the pressure of this month of love, because not everyone, like I said, is into Valentine's Day, and not everyone should feel like because it is the month of February that you have to celebrate Valentine's Day. It is a man-made holiday. It's not a spiritual holiday. And if you really truly love someone and someone truly is into you, guess what? They should be loving you 24/7 every day of the year, and not just wait for this one miraculous holiday in February to show you affection and then don't do anything else for you during the relationship. So for some of you, you know, if your partner only comes alive at Valentine's Day, you're kind of sick of it and you want that space to say, hey, maybe I need to reevaluate this relationship. This person really isn't changing. They don't sense or feel my love language. They don't seem to give back the energy that I need. We're not on the same page. But yet they come alive. They want to make all these plans, you know, for Valentine's Day, but any other time, they're just like kick rocks. So again, don't let the holiday force you into situations or make your partners come alive and then they expect you to jump and be happy about it. As we're coming to a close, some of you will be getting checked in on, and others of you might be checking in on past partners just to catch up, just to do a well check on each other. Doesn't mean that, you know, there's a connection or that you're going to reconnect. It's just that you're still friends. You were in a relationship together. Some of you might have had children together, and you still care about each other. So don't be surprised if an ex or two call you just to see how you're doing or vice versa. There is an imposter in your life, some of you, or you could be dealing with an imposter. This could be someone who's coming into your life that is saying they're one thing, but they are totally the other. Again, pay attention, Sagi. Don't be played for a fool. And then we end with, can we please make plans to get together soon? There will be those calls from people who are romantically interested in you and they want to get together. Not just for Valentine's Day, but they just want to get together with you again because they miss you, they're attracted to you, they want to get to know you better. Let's see what we get in this deck. Reminder this month, choose love over all. Even if you don't choose it with someone else in your life, choose love for yourself. Others of you are planning ahead. Some of you are planning ahead because there's a pregnancy, a marriage, or engagement coming. And there's a maybe to a situation. The potential to happen is there. So someone that maybe you were saying no to, you might start saying yes to. You might change your mind. And they will be very surprised that Sagittarius is going to give them a maybe. We end with the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is going to play a strong role in many of your lives. They might be now ready to take a leap of faith. While in other relationships with many of you, your Divine Masculine is closing the gate between you and them. They are closing the opportunity for love because at this time they either need space or they might just not feel that you are the one for them. I still love you. I just have boundaries now. This could be the connection and the energy between you and someone that you are with. Some of my favorite memories are of you. You're always Miss Sagittarius. Don't be surprised. I don't understand your hot and cold behavior and it's becoming exhausting. Doesn't that tie into the message that I said about that partner that you have in your life, that they only come alive at certain times? You know, like the holidays, they want to spring on all the love and gifts, and then any other time, they're very cold and distant. So that type of on and off again type of love and relationship, it doesn't work for Sagittarius. So you're going to really look at this person and ascertain if you want to remain being with them. As we close, we get forget them. They are a lost cause. You can do better. What did I just say? Yeah. Thank you, angels. They confirmed it. You know, you give people enough time, Sagittarius, to get their act together, to prove to you who they are, to prove their love to you. And after a while, all that patience, you just lose it. It's time to move on, or it's just time to be by yourself. Time to recognize when someone is not into you and they're just not the one for you. You have stopped dreaming. When you're with people that stop you from dreaming, that means they've drawn your energy. They've depleted all that optimistic love and spice and fire within you. And we want people that drive that energy into us, that make that energy come alive, not drain it. Don't settle. You will always be in search of more and live with regrets. Final card for the month of February. Don't settle. You will always be in the search for something else. You'll always feel like there's something better. You'll live with regrets. Make sure before you make commitments, make sure before you open that door back to love or let someone from the past back in, look at the signs. Really have those deep conversations. Communicate. What do you really feel intuitively? Do you have even a glimpse of a doubt? Because even that glimpse of a doubt could be the sign to say, no, this is not the person for you. No, don't go back to that relationship. Move ahead and keep it moving. Never settle. Never sell yourself short, and never make yourself that desperate for love that people feel like, you know, you're the okie dokie. You have to be much bigger than that, Sagittarius, and know that your worth is much more than that. Let's come to one more card before we close. Is there anything time-wise for Sagittarius as it pertains to love, proposals, engagements, breakups, walking away, or people coming back into their life? Let's see. Oh, so we get the Don't Stop card in the reverse. So the universe wants you to keep going, Sagittarius. Whatever you're doing as far as your love life, whatever decisions you're making regarding your love life, the universe trusts that you know what you're doing. We also get the Trust card in reverse. You don't trust a lot of people, or you don't trust the situations that you're in. You're questioning about some things regarding your partner or your love life. And if you don't trust it and your gut feeling is telling you you don't trust it, then you need to look into that situation further before committing. Final and last card, Peaceful Resolution. I don't know, I keep turning this deck upside down. These cards keep coming up in the reverse. So for some of you who are going to be walking away from a relationship, or you're in this uncomfortable stage of a relationship where you're probably going to go your separate ways, you know someone is cheating, there's infidelity. We started out the reading with the heartbreak, the Three of Swords. You know, there might not be a peaceful resolution to the heartbreak. There's going to be a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness, right? There might be some things thrown around, things said that are very hurtful that cannot be unsaid. Of course, Sagittarius, you always want to take the high road, and you would hope that the person that you are with will also take the high road, but there's always that slight chance. Some people are just so vindictive. They're just so mean when they're leaving one situation into the other. So do what is best for you to keep a peaceful mind, to be one with yourself, and never, even at the end of a relationship, no matter how good or how bad it was, never let anyone take your joy. Let them walk away. If they want to call you names and say things on social media, that's their problem, okay? You, Sagittarius, you just have to do this. Remain positive. Remain positive, okay? Because all that negativity they spew, people who spew hate and negative energy, eventually you wear them down with your positivity. So you just keep being you, Sagittarius. You love them. Even if they've done things, you can love them from a distance. You can show them love by ignoring, their ignorance. And eventually they'll stop. they'll stop because they'll see that it's not getting to you. But when you give into it and you fight with them on their level, they're just bringing you down with them. So may you enjoy this month of February, whether you enjoy it alone with a new partner, an old partner, or you just party and love yourself, Sagittarius. May it be a blessing to you. Thank you for watching. Share, like, and comment. Namaste.